Good afternoon. We from Group 10 want to present about the topic that we have chosen. That is Virtualbox open source visualization. Our groups have three members. That is Lauren Abigail with a name of 206021084426, Jenibelle Wievin with a name of 26021056332, Matthew Nicholas Alvian with the name of 26021059060. Introducing Virtualbox. Virtualbox is a powerful open source virtualization software. Its original developer is Innotech, while its current developer is Oracle. It has also the purpose to allow users to run multiple operating systems simultaneously on a single machine. Here are the key features of the Virtualbox. Cross-platform, which means it can work on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Solaris. OS compatibility, it means it supports a wide range of guest OS. Snapshots, you can save and revert to a VM previous state. This means you can revert a VM if there are any trouble to its previous state. Seamless mode, you can integrate guest OS apps with host OS. Virtual disk, can manage PDI, VHD, and PMDK files easily. Here are the advantages of your VirtualBox. It is cost-effective, open source and free for personal use and commercial use, which means you do not have to spend even a bit of money to use a VirtualBox. Flexibility. It has been tested and developed across different environments. Isolation. It can safely run applications in a controlled virtual environment, which means if there are any troubles, it won't affect anything else. Portability. Virtual machines can be exported and imported across systems. Here are the weaknesses of the VirtualBox. Performance. It is slower than hardware-assisted solutions like VMware or Hyper-V. Graphics. It has a limited 3D support, which is not ideal for gaming or graphic-heavy tasks. Compatibility. It may have some issues with some hardware or newer OS. Enterprise use. It is not recommended because it lacks advanced features for large-scale setups. Learning curve. To use VirtualBox, you need to have technical know-how for advanced configurations. Here is a comparison table that we have made for VirtualBox, VMware, Hyper-V, and Parallels with the features of cost, platform support, ease of use, and enterprise features. Starting with cost, VirtualBox is free for use for anyone. VMware, you need to pay to use it. While Hyper-V, it is free if you have a Windows Pro, or else it is you need to pay to use it. On platform support, VirtualBox have a multi-platform support. VMware also have multi-platform support. Hyper-V can only be used on Windows, and Parallels can only be used on Mac OS. On the topic of ease of use, VirtualBox has a difficulty of moderate, which means it's not you need to have a technical know-how to use it. VMware is easy to use, which means anyone can use it very easily. Hyper-V has a moderate, difficult to use. Parallels have a easy, difficult to use. And we have the enterprise features for VirtualBox, which is limited. VMware have extensive features for enterprise usage. Hyper-V has extensive enterprise features, and Parallels have moderate enterprise features.
Good afternoon, everyone. Now I'm going to talk about Oracle VirtualBox, same thing as what my previous friend Matthew has did. So this is a very powerful tool for virtualization. It's not just versatile, but it's also free and user-friendly. So it will be an excellent choice for personal, educational, and small-scale professional use. So at the PowerPoint, you can see we will talk about the use cases of VirtualBox. The first one is for software development and testing. VirtualBox allow developers to test their applications across multiple operating systems such as Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and even legacy systems. This is an incredibly useful for identifying bugs or compatibility issues before deploying applications in real-world environments. For instance, a web developer can create separate virtual machine to test their application in Windows 10, Ubuntu, and Mac OS Monterey, all on the same physical hardware. Next is for training and education. For students like me and some educators, VirtualBox offers an opportunity to explore and experiment with operating system without the fear of damaging their primary system. IT students can practice installing Linux distributions, experiment with networking concepts, and even simulate server setups. Educators can use VirtualBox to demonstrate technical concepts in a controlled and repeatable environment. Next, it's for the legacy software support. Many businesses rely on older software applications that may not be compatible with the modern operating system. VirtualBox provides a way to run these applications on a virtualized older operating system such as Windows XP or an older version of Mac OS. This ensures continuity without needing to maintain outdated physical hardware. Next, it's the cybersecurity labs that they have. These cybersecurity labs will be used by cybersecurity professionals and enthusiasts to set up isolated environments for penetration testing and ethical hacking. For example, you can simulate a network with multiple VirtualBox to test security measures or set up a sandbox environment to safely analyze potentially malicious file without risking the whole system. Next, I want to tell you about our conclusion. In conclusion, Oracle VirtualBox is a powerful and accessible tool for virtualization, offering versatility, cost effectiveness, and ease of use. It serves as an excellent choice for developers, student, and IT professionals who need a reliable platform for testing, learning, and running legacy software without requiring additional hardware investments. Then VirtualBox ability to support a wide range of operating system and provide features like snapshots and resources allocations ensures it meets the needs of the diverse users. For student educators, it creates a safe environment to experiment with networks and operating system, making it an invaluable education resource. Next, I will tell you the tutorial of VirtualBox. So first thing, you need to visit the official website of VirtualBox by virtualbox.org. Then you will find options for Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. Download the installer and match the operating system by clicking download. Then choose a version, then run the installer and follow all the prompts. Next, after it installed, open the VirtualBox by clicking the blue sun look-alike new button right here. By clicking this new button, it initiates the process of creating a new virtual machine which serves as a separate virtual environment to run an operating system. Then, uh, this image is the pop-up page that will popped after you click this new button. Then enter a name and file directory. Choose the type and version of the OS. Next, you need to manage to allocating the RAM at 2048 megabyte. It's about 2 gigabyte, making sure not to exceed 50% of the available system and CPU count at 1 or the minimum point. Next is to create virtual hard disk. Then after you click next, you will see this. This is the summary of the system that you will make. If you think it's already suitable or it's already good to go, you need to click finish. Then you will be back to the first pop-up when you open VirtualBox. Then select the virtual machine you just created and click settings. So after this, my friend Jane will explain it to you.
Good afternoon, my name is Jenibelle Wievin with NIM 260-105632. I'm continuing Sladen's presentation. On this slide, we focus on setting up the storage configuration and starting the virtual machine. First, navigate the storage section, and under the controller IDE, click on the empty disk before I have inserted this ISO file. There would be an empty disk icon where over here you can click on the empty disk icon and then search your ISO file to install the operating system. This step is pretty critical as the ISO file serves as the installation medium for your virtual machine. And once the ISO file is selected and the settings are saved, you're ready to start the virtual machine. And to do this, you press back to go back to the main VirtualBox manager and select the virtual machine you just created. In this example, it's named Ubuntu Test, and click the green Start button. This action boots up the virtual machine and begins the installation process for the operating system. Pay attention here as the next steps will involve interacting directly with the operating system installation interface. Okay, at this stage, the virtual machine setup presents a series of essential questions. And before that, there would be instructions to install the operating system. There would be lines of codes that would go on its own, which means they're installing the operating system. But I couldn't get the screen capture of that timing, so I left it as blank. That still means it's running. At this stage, after you follow the instructions to install the operating system, the virtual machine setup presents a series of essential questions. These questions include selecting your preferred language, setting up your keyboard layout, and choosing the correct time zone. Each of these choices ensures that the operating system is customized to your needs and is ready to use without requiring further adjustments. For example, if you're planning to install additional software later, selecting the right language and regional settings will streamline the process. While most of the options are like self-explanatory, it's worth noting that careful attention here can save time later. And if you're experimenting with VirtualBox, this is a great opportunity to explore how different configurations affect the virtual machine. Next, during the setup, the virtual machine will guide you through additional questions. First, it asks what type of apps you'd like to install, the default installation, which includes basic tools or the extended installation offering more utilities and software like a web browser. Then you'll choose the installation method interactive, where you customize the setup by setup, or automated, which uses standard settings for a faster process. Another example which would be the accessibility options, such as screen readers or sticky eyes, ensuring the system is inclusive and adaptable for all users. These questions are pretty crucial for tailoring the virtual machine to your specific needs. Other than this, there are a lot more questions that the VM provided. I just did not put the additional questions into this slide. Next, the system will prompt you to create a user account. This involves choosing a username, a secure password, and potentially adding recovery options if the operating system supports it. Think of this as like setting up your primary login credentials for the virtual machine, essential for accessing it securely. And additionally, this step includes a final review of all your previous choices. Like this, here you can double check settings such as the amount of CPU, the amount of RAM, CPU allocations, and the type of operating system you've selected. This review can act as a checkpoint to ensure everything aligns with your intended use of the virtual machine. And once confirmed, the setup process continues and preparing the virtual machine for its first boot. Here is the home page display for the virtual machine. After completing the setup, the virtual machine will boot into the homepage of the installed operating system. The screen represents your virtual desktop, a fully operational environment where you can interact just as you would on your everyday computer. For instance, you can install and run applications, customize the desktop appearance, and even manage files. One key advantage of VirtualBox is that it provides a clean state every time you create a new virtual machine, which makes it perfect for testing purposes or let's say learning new systems without risking your main operating system. And from here, you're free to explore the capabilities of the operating system and configure it further based on your project or usage goals. Before I end the presentation, I'm going to show you what the virtual machine and VirtualBox manager looks like. As you can see over here is the VirtualBox manager. And you can see the preview and then the settings that I have set before I made the virtual machine. This is the name, and this show means it's running right now. And this is the virtual machine. Here I'm clicking the Ubuntu to start the application, which is gonna take some time. That's pretty slow. And there you go. Using the language, and press next, and accessibility, and many more. In conclusion, VirtualBox is a powerful, versatile tool that bridges the gap between physical and virtual computing. Its open source nature, combined with its robust feature set, makes it an accessible choice for both beginners and seasoned professionals. Whether you're using it for software development, education, or system testing, VirtualBox offers a safe, flexible environment to meet your needs and usage. Thank you so much for watching this presentation. We hope it has provided you with valuable insights into this incredible virtualization software. Have a great day.